We are becoming regulars here.
Well, it's a nice place to come and do some thinking. What do you think?
Yes. Funny how we used to come here separately before we knew each other.
It was just one other thing that we had in common.
I must say I prefer it now.
Well, what is it they say? It takes two to zoo.
Nobody says that. No. That's awful poetry. You have to be in love.
Am I embarrassing you?
Mm-hmm. Yes, horribly.
I guess what I'm really trying to say is that, well, man and woman are supposed to share their lives with someone. And the secret is to find the perfect partner. And I consider myself to be the luckiest man in this world as I ever knew.
Hello, Robin. What are you doing here?
Well, we're on a top secret mission. Very confidential, so don't even ask.
Oh, well, please, don't let us keep you.
Is that what I think it is?
Yes. Duke and I are engaged.
Again.
Congratulations. You remembered that promise. Remember that promise you made at my birthday?
I certainly did remember it.
I knew you and Mommy would get married. I just knew it. Didn't I told you?
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to be the flower girl at the wedding?
Well, you can be our maid of honor.
Okay, I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're pretty excited ourselves.
Where are you going on your honeymoon?
Oh, well, we haven't discussed that
We
yet.
haven't talked about that, but we might go to Scotland or, you know, the country where your little bagpipes came from.
You know, I've heard that's a wonderful place for a honeymoon. Scotland, yeah. You get back there very often, do you?
Well, this will be the first time I go back with a wife.
Yeah, well, I guess it'll have a whole new meaning for you. Look, darling, why don't you buy a balloon off the man there. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
You know, I'm kind of curious about your plans. Scotland. Tell me about I mean, I might go there for a visit one day.
Why don't I just put you in touch with my travel agent and then, you know, he'll fix you up.
Duke! I didn't know you were a fan of the zoo. I must say I'm surprised to see you here myself. Chief Devane, Mr. Scorpio.
Mr. Grenville.
Am I correct in assuming congratulations are in order?
Yes, as of this afternoon.
Oh, I'm very happy for you both. I wish you all the best. Have you set a date? No, actually, we haven't discussed it. Why? I'm just curious.
Well, I can practically guarantee that they're not going to get married for at least 6 weeks.
Why do you say that?
Well, I know the Duke won't want to be honeymooning in Scotland when all the festivities for Fisherman's Village start. It's going to be the luau of the year, I hear.
Pretty?
Oh, lovely.
That's very nice, Robin.
Are you and Uncle Duke gonna have balloons at your wedding?
Maybe, maybe not. Tell me, what exactly are you two up to today?
Just plain.
Yes, we're, how can you say, on our own secret little game. You enjoy games, Mr. Grenville?
Well, if the stakes are high enough.
And if they're not?
Simply raise them. I'm a poker player, Mr. Scorpio. My game is winner take all.
I see. Pinched nerve has been bothering me.
You ought to get that seen to.
Yes, those can be quite nasty if you don't get them taken care of right away.
Yes.
Shall we be on our way?
Okay. I'll see you at home tonight. You stay with your father.
Bye, Robin.
Bye.
I'll walk with you, too.
Okay.
I trust I'll be seeing you again.
You can count on it. Are you sure?
Yes, Daddy. That's the man I heard in the park. I'll never forget his voice. He's the one who said that I may have to kill Anna Devane.
Okay. Don't have to worry about it anymore. I promise. Daddy will take care of that man.
I don't think anybody can help you now, except maybe the judge.
Well, it's just a preliminary hearing. No need to get too worried.
Well, at least I'll have a pretty good idea what kind of case they have against me.
If it goes to the grand jury, Then you can get too worried.
That's what I figure.
You haven't grown any fonder of jails, have you?
Are you suggesting I should?
I'm suggesting you have more control over your destiny than you probably think.
Oh, I'm certainly not about to lock myself up in any cell.
Come on, Sean, give them back the money. You can't spend it in jail anyway.
Morning, gents.
Oh, Jake?
We have a few last-minute details to go over before the hearing.
Yeah, well, just a minute, Jake. I'll be with you, okay?
Sure. I'll be right over here.
Yeah. All right. What's up? And what's really up? I'm sure you didn't come all the way down here just to provide me with moral support.
This information, stuff I requested on Grenvoy, arrived today.
You mean the guy you think threatened Anna?
I know he did. It's just that I can't prove it, largely because Robin's testimony is inadmissible in court. He's not the only one I'm after.
Yeah, Duke, too.
First, I've got to prove that he's involved. I'm running out of time to do it. If I want to nail Lavery, I have to do it before Anna marries him.
I proposed to Anna because I honestly want to marry her. You know, the mob may have thrown us together, but I intend to spend the rest of my life with just one woman, and that woman is Anna Devane.
That's easier said than done.
Listen, Angel, the ring I got from Angus is the only protection I need. I just hope I never have to use it.
If you do, I hope to hell it's enough.
Oh, come on, man.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
All right.
Missed you.
Good. What are you two plotting?
We're plotting our glorious future.
Well, good. Doesn't look too thrilled about it, though.
Don't worry about Angel. He's just jealous.
You worried?
Tell her, Angel, there's nothing to worry about. With the woman I love by my side, I am ready to take on the world.
And this is no time for mistakes. The latest shipment of cash came in last night. I want it laundered immediately.
Right.
What's that?
That's a note. Somebody slipped it under my door this morning.
Well, who's it from?
I don't know. They didn't sign it.
Well, what does it say?
They want me to meet them in the park at 9:15.
Why?
I don't know. Apparently to discuss the fisherman's village.
You better check this out.
Oh, I intend to.
We can't afford for anything to go wrong now. We're entering the final phase of our operation.
Right.
From here on, every move we make is critical.
Yeah, that's why this bothers me so much. I don't like mysteries. Especially not now. Someone's going to answer for this one, even if it's their idea of a practical joke.
I feel like this is our place. Remember when we had a picnic right here?
Yeah, and we danced right here.
We danced. It's very romantic.
I can't wait to teach you the Highland Fling. You know, we'll be the hit of our wedding reception if we do that.
Fine. As long as it's not the first dance we do together as husband and wife. I want that to be really special. I want you to take me in your arms and whirl me around the room. So all our friends can see the new Duke Lavery.
Well, you're talking, you think there have been others.
Have there? Another of your secrets.
That is one thing I would have to confess.
Oh, I feel like the luckiest woman in the whole world. I can't wait to be your wife.
Just 5 short weeks, then I'll be all yours. Have you thought about where you would like to spend eternity?
It doesn't matter as long as I'm with you.
You positive?
Yeah, why do you ask?
Well, I've been thinking about all the peaceful days I've spent in Scotland. I was wondering, would you ever consider giving up your job and moving there, living with me? I think Robin would adore it, you know. She could have her own little pony.
You're very fond of your country, aren't you?
Of course I am. I love it. It doesn't matter, you know, where you go. Whenever I leave it, I always take a little piece of it in my heart.
I'm real surprised you don't go back there more often. I mean, well, you were there recently, I know. When was that exactly? Did I say something wrong?
You're doing it again, Anna.
What?
When you're playing games with me, what is the problem? I thought you trusted me. I thought you were sure of me. I know Scorpio has his doubts, but I thought you were over yours. I don't give a damn what he thinks. Your trust means the world to me. Haven't I earned that by now?
Yes. Yes, I'm sorry you have. When I'm with you, I believe you. Of course I do.
And when we're apart?
Well, we're just going to have to spend every moment we can together. I want to be with you always. You'll never let anything come between us, will you?
No. I never will, I promise.
Wait, maybe we can meet later in the park.
Yeah. I don't see why not. Why do you have to go now?
Yes, you're right. I don't want to miss Sean's hearing.
Tell me, who's going to shoplift in the park? Chief Anna Devane, or my wife-to-be?
Both. They go everywhere together.
Yeah, but I would like you to give equal time to Anna the woman. You know, that badge of yours has a very bad habit of always popping up at all the wrong moments.
I know, it's going to take me time to totally trust someone.
Was that the legacy of your WSB training?
I don't know. It's really years of hiding Robin. And always having to be suspicious just to survive. Do you understand that? And old habits just don't die.
I understand. Those days are over, I guarantee it. We have a future in front of us, you know. I won't let us down.
Right on time. Good to see you, Grenville.
I wasn't expecting to see you here.
Who were you expecting?
I don't know. I'm not in the habit of getting anonymous messages.
Sorry for the mystery. I hope it didn't alarm you.
No, it just aroused my curiosity. Why this secret meeting?
I'm interested in investing in one of your pet projects, Fisherman's Village.
Oh, I see. Well, that doesn't explain all the mystery surrounding our little get-together here, though, does it?
Well, I didn't think it too prudent to advertise my interest in making a buck out of the waterfront. Some people might get the wrong impression.
Mm-hmm. Well, what can I do for you?
Advice, actually. I believe that Purity Waters is involved in the project.
Oh, yeah. Purity has made a substantial investment in the waterfront. They're building a complex of offices down there. That's true.
There are rumors about problems with the construction. Any basis for that?
Absolutely not.
Good. I wouldn't want to invest in a shoddy construction. So you look upon Fisherman's Village as a sound investment?
Of course I do. You know, I wouldn't be involved if I didn't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really have to be going. I'm just swamped with work.
You know, I really appreciate you giving me a few moments like this.
Is this what you came back to Port Charles for, to make some money?
No. My daughter overheard a threat to her mother.
Well, shouldn't it be just some kind
You know
of
what?
joke? You know,
that threat was made right here in this park, by this wall over here.
Is that a fact?
Yes. Robin distinctly heard someone say that they may have to kill Anna Devane. Now, can you imagine anybody doing that?
Well, I imagine she must have some enemies.
Do you have any idea?
Police and...
Any idea how that makes me feel? Threatening my ex-wife is one thing, but putting a scare like that into my daughter.
I'm sure that you're very unhappy about that.
Unhappy?
Yeah, look,
Unhappy?
have some appointments.
I'm outraged. I want you to stick around, because I want to tell you exactly what I intend to do to that person if I get my hands on them.
Hi, Sean. Good luck, Sean.
Which side are you on? I thought you were supposed to be against me.
Well, I might be chief of police, but I'm also your friend. I know you didn't kill Alan Quartermain or anyone else.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Aubrey gave me a little support earlier, too. I just wish you two were sitting up there on the bench, that's all.
So do I.
Anna and Robin are two of the most important people in my life. I'd kill for them. Do you know that I was in the WSB as an agent at one point? Spent a lot of years there, learned a lot of things. One of the things I did learn, though, was that the agency operates under a very rigid code. A code that I've adopted in my own personal life. You protect your own at all costs. Anybody that goes against my family and friends answers to me, personally.
Well, that's a very admirable philosophy, but this person who threatened Chief Devane...
Oh, it's a man. No question.
Well, fine. This man who threatened Chief Devane, I mean, he never really did anything anyway, did he? I mean, an idle threat is hardly cost.
But you'd have to admit that a person like that couldn't die too slowly, could they?
I had no idea the fall sun would be so warm.
Really? I find it quite cool.
Well, Mr. Scorpio, I have enjoyed our little chat. And I look forward to working with you on your investment, and I have to go because I have a lot of business to attend to.
Hey, Damon, I've got something here that you might find of interest.
And whatever could that be?
It's a tape recorder. But it's what's on the recorder that's quite revealing. Do you know that on this very recorder, I have a voice print of the would-be murderer?
How did you get that?
Don't believe me? Have a listen. Well, thank you very, very much. That should afford me a nice set of prints that I can give to the federal government to find out whether you've been a naughty boy or not. Off you go. You've got business to attend to, haven't you? Granville! I ever catch you around my daughter again, I'm coming after you. Because proof or no proof, you're my man.
You can call this our fall offensive against crime on the waterfront. I promise the people of Port Charles that I will clean out this area, even if I have to arrest every two-bit crook and criminal myself.
Yeah, but what about the big guys? You know, the ones that never get their hands dirty? These are the real crime lords.
We are cleaning house from top to bottom. The scum in the penthouses are no safer than the riffraff who will walk in the streets. People who can't live by the law will die by it.
Okay, great interview, Chief Ramsey. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you. What in the hell is the matter with you? Couldn't you see I was giving an interview?
We have to talk.
You can't just come up to me in broad daylight and talk to me as if we're associates. I have to keep my cover as a cop, and that does not include holding your hand every time that
You don't understand. This is serious. I've been looking all over town for you. They told me at headquarters you'd be down here.
You asked for me at headquarters?
I had to. Scorpio's on to me.
What are you talking about?
He's the one who sent the mysterious note. He's aware that it was me that his daughter overheard threaten to kill Anna Devane in the park.
Damon, you're not serious.
I don't know for the life of me how he figured out it was me.
Because of that little kid, your cover has been blown.
Yeah, well, I gotta get out of town as fast as I can. It's only a matter of time before Scorpio comes in.
Just relax. Don't
Just
panic.
relax. You didn't hear him. He was like insane. I thought he was gonna kill me right there in the park. He's got my fingerprints. For God's sake, what the hell am I gonna do?
Will you get a hold of yourself? He's had those fingerprints for weeks, for all the good it's done him. Damon, Scorpio knows every little thing about you, but every blip on that computer has you coming up clean.
Yeah, well, this time, his daughter overheard me threaten to kill her mother.
No,
Chief of police.
you're wrong. Robin heard a voice. She didn't actually see you, right? Scorpio knows no more now than he did before. So don't get... Right, look, we can't talk here, we've got to move, but the first thing we have to do is somehow divert Scorpio so that we can get that new cash shipment safely to Duke's office. Now, come on.
Duke?
the matter? You sick?
I'm depressed.
Wait a minute. Did I miss a beat here? Last I heard, you were on cloud 9, having spent time with your wife-to-be.
Yeah, getting engaged to Anna was the best thing I've ever done. Getting involved with the mob was the worst. It's gonna ruin everything.
She say something?
Nah, she's still suspicious about my so-called missing month.
You can't tell her how you spent it.
You'd kill me if I lost her, you know that.
She'll kill you if you tell her about the month.
Yeah, but we can't be happy with this cloud hanging over us. She's gonna find out the truth. I want to tell her. I'll tell her in my own way and in my own time. It's essential that she doesn't hear it from anyone else. I want her to hear it just from me.
Well, I won't breathe a word of it.
I know that. Well, Angel, I trust you. I trust you with my life. I have more than once. It's Robert Scorpio that bothers me. He is moving heaven and earth to get to the truth. Now, if he should come across anything, it will unravel everything that I've worked for a long time to conceal.
Duke, I'm sure Anna understands. She loves you. It should count for something.
No, if Scorpio pulls the plug, my relationship with Anna goes straight down the drain, and there's not one thing that I can do about it.
You want me to get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Lavery's office. What kind of trouble? Hang on. It's trouble at Union headquarters.
Tell him I'm on my way.
Just hang in there. He's on his way. Right.
Okay, who's ready for part 2 of their birthday celebration?
Me. Hi, Daddy.
How's my girl?
Excited. What are we going to do today?
Well, in view of the fact I had to leave rather early on your last birthday party, I guess it's kind of up to you. I thought that we'd do something sort of special.
Well, I see that I'm not needed here anymore, so I'll go visit my cousin Mariangela and the children, eh? Have fun.
Bye.
Ciao, amore. Okay, arrivederci.
Bye. And I thought that maybe later on we might meet Mummy in the park. How does that sound?
Great. But you won't have to leave early again, will you?
No, not this time. Listen, why don't you pick a couple of kiddie videos?
You mean the key?
Look upon it as part of your birthday present.
Oh, thanks, Daddy.
While you're doing that, I'll talk to the owner over here. I've got a rather unusual request for you.
We get all kinds in here.
I've got some information here on a friend of mine. Photographs, printed matter, you know, stuff like that. I'd like you to arrange it on a video cassette in the order that I've indicated.
No problem. It looks like you're putting together a retrospective of this guy's life.
Yeah, it's sort of like, this is your life.
Oh, yeah, I used to watch that all the time. I love to see the people shocked on their faces.
I'm hoping this is going to have the same effect.
So when do you need it?
Oh, I'd say by the end of the week. I guess the surprise can wait until then. Thank you.
So there's no reason to panic. Just follow the plan and everything will be fine.
All right, what do you want me to do?
All right. I want you to set up a meeting with Lavery right away. We want to move that cash as soon as possible.
Well, Lavery's gonna give me some problems in a minute.
You can handle that. You can also get Scorpio off your trail if you don't lose your head. Just don't let him rattle. Scorpio knows a lot less than he lets on. Go on, go ahead.
Okay, come on. Well, look who's here.
Wait. Robin, hey! Hi. How long were you two standing there?
Why, you worried we may discover that you're a video freak or perhaps up to something worse?
I confess, take me in. I am hooked on horror stories, and I can't get enough of detective mysteries.
Yeah, too much like work.
Daddy bought me some cake.
Uh-oh. No shoot 'em up, Simon.
Come on, you know I can't stand violence. Come on, we're only late for the park. You don't know who you're going to meet there, do you? See you later, Bert.
Ooh, bye now.
Make yourself quite at home.
Where the hell have you been?
What business is that of yours?
Everything you do is my business.
Well, it just so happens there was a slight problem down at Union headquarters. I took care of it. It was nothing serious.
Good, then maybe you'll be able to give your undivided attention to our little problem here, huh? Now, this cash has got to be disposed of immediately.
It shouldn't be brought in here in the first place.
You just worry about disposing of it, huh? The heat's on now, Lavery. Scorpio won't let up. He's like a man possessed. I want you to move this cash faster than you've ever laundered money in your life.
It isn't that simple. I promised Angus I'd cooperate, but I can't launder this boim of cash. I burned all my outlets.
Well, then you find some new ones, huh?
Oh, I have been to the well once too often, and it isn't that simple.
Well, there isn't anyone else to do it. So you had better cooperate, because you know what the price is.
I told you never to threaten Anna and Robin again.
Then do what you're told, and I won't have to. Now, you can clean that cash out in New York or any place else you choose. Just don't do anything locally, huh? Because it's too risky. You launder it anywhere you want, but not in Port Charles.
And if I refuse?
Oh, I know who gave you that ring, and it's not going to protect you.
Yeah, well, you certainly won't.
What the hell do you think this is here, nursery school? Huh? Your best protection, your only protection, is to do your job. You bite the hand that feeds you, and so help me God, it'll be around your throat.
If I had my way, it'd be around both your throats.
Angus, what are you doing here?
I decided to make an unannounced visit to see that the last cash shipment came through safely. But knowing how hot-headed you two are, I should never have left. You're on the same side, gentlemen. And unless you start acting like it, I'll have you sent to the wolves.
If I had a jury to work, they might have been able to cast some doubt on this handwriting analysis stuff. This judge knows his way around expert witnesses.
I wonder where Monica is.
I'm sure she'll show up soon. She is the head attraction.
Absolutely. Her testimony is critical now.
Yes, I'm afraid she is the swing vote. Whatever Monica says will decide whether or not Sean goes to the grand jury.
So I'm going to take off, all right?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
We can go take a break, too.
He has no right to refuse. If he's ordered to launder money, he must do so without any questions.
And run the risk of blowing the entire operation. What is required here is intelligence and caution, not blind obedience.
How many times do I have to tell you that's not your decision to make? You take orders, you don't give them.
Damon, wait outside.
Why?
Because I said so. I asked you to. I wish to talk to Duke alone. I thought you were going along with us for 6 weeks.
I'm trying to, Angus. But I can't let anyone slip the noose around everyone's neck, now can I?
Well, no one's asking you to jeopardize yourself or the organization. I appreciate your concerns. I think they're valid. But in this instance, I'm forced to agree with Damon. It's too late to refuse to launder the money. But the shipment's already here. You must get rid of it, Duke.
I can't.
I'm your friend. Didn't I give you my ring? With that, you have my word. Keep the peace with Damon and obey orders for 5 more weeks, that's all, Duke. 5 short weeks. Then you can walk away from us and never look back. You'll be free to marry Anna, get on with your life without interference.
All right. I'll agree to dispose of the cash, but on one condition. We do it my way, and no questions asked.
Very well. But you should be aware we'll be moving a somewhat different cargo shortly, Duke.
Different? How different?
Well, I can't go into that right now, but I expect your full cooperation when it happens. Now call Damon back in. Duke has agreed to launder the money, but on his own condition.
Meaning what?
He's to be allowed to take care of it in his own way, without any interference. Is that clear?
You can't give Lavery rein like that. There's no telling what he'll do.
I trust him, and so will you. My decision final.
makes up for the ones before and the ones to come, too.
You know that we both love you more than anything else in the world.
Oh, look at the ice cream man. Can I please get a cone?
Oh, well,
I don't see why not. Wait a minute.
just
Go
a
away.
small one, darling.
Yeah, a small one.
Okay.
Here's some money. Get all three of us one.
Okay.
All right?
Just small ones, not
Thank
Make mine chocolate and don't eat it.
too much sugar. Oh, dear. What did we ever do to deserve someone like that? Hmm?
Yeah, she's one of a kind. Do you know, it kind of tears me apart not to be around her full time. She's growing up so fast.
I know. But you didn't abandon her. She understands. Besides, you left her with all those wonderful godfathers. There aren't many absentee fathers that would do that.
I know she's in good hands. Sean and Frisco will always be there for her, look out for her. I mean, I didn't choose just anyone to be her godparents. But I know they'll always do what they can for her.
Yes. She might not have to rely on her godfathers for much longer. She'll have a new father of her own. A new stepfather. I asked Duke to come and join us later. That's all right.
Don't expect me to change my mind about him. Until I'm sure that he's absolutely clean, I have no intention of allowing him to have any influence over Robin's life.
He already has, Robert.
Well, you've got to answer for that, haven't you?
Of course. I would gladly. He's a wonderful man. He's going to make a wonderful stepfather.
Not if I have anything to say about it. She's far too important to me to allow just anyone to step into my shoes.
She's important to me. Don't you think she is? I would never let anything happen to her.
You're blinded by love.
Oh, well, what's your excuse? What are you blinded by?
Caution. A step-parent plays a very critical role in a child's upbringing. You should have no doubts about that person's character.
I don't.
Be honest with yourself. We're talking about Robin's welfare here. Now, I have no doubts whatsoever about Holly as a step-parent. Can you say the same thing about Lavery?
Look what I got. One cone for the whole family.
And mine's on the bottom.
It has 3 flavors. And, Mommy, you can taste one and see which one you want at your wedding.
So, we left it at that. Of course, Damon was none too pleased.
You're up to something. Otherwise, you never would have agreed to launder the cash. Now, come on, what's the deal?
I could never put one over on you, could I?
No, we go too far back. What do you got in mind?
Well, it's sort of a last run around the organization. You know, Angus agreed to let me launder the cash my way with no questions asked.
How do you plan to do it?
I want you to get 3 of your most trustworthy men. They've got to be able to keep their mouths shut, of course.
I know who we can get.
I want them to go to New York City banks and present cash in amounts just less than $10,000. They have to purchase banker's checks made payable to the Port Charles Dock Workers Union. They will need false IDs, of course. So, what do you think?
Hey, wait a minute. I must have heard you wrong. I mean, you sounded to me like you're planning to double-cross Damon.
You know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with your hearing.
The last thing Damon wants from you is to put cash back into the union.
They won't know, not for at least 5 weeks. Besides, Angus will understand. He can always borrow the money back if he has to. But I hope he doesn't have to. And besides, you know, it can be considered a repayment to the Dock Workers Union for the cash that the organization borrowed to build the Fisherman's Village.
Duke, I'm begging you. Don't do this. It'll come back to haunt you. You can't play cutesy with the mob. They're not in any mood.
Angel, my hands are tied. If there was any other way, I would jump at it. I don't have any choice. We're just gonna have to roll the dice and see how they fall.
Your life is on the line. I sure hope to hell you get lucky.
So do I, Angel. So do I.
That's that tickle monster here's gonna get you, eh?
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Hey, darling. Glad you could get here.
So am I.
Hey, you are having quite a birthday celebration, aren't you, huh?
better now that you're here.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Do you mind if I borrow your daughter for a little while? This looks like a little lady who could use a piggyback ride around the park.
Yeah.
Oh, Robert. Can't you see how happy Robin and I are with Duke? What more have I got to do to convince you?
There is one thing.
Tell me, because I'm desperate.
Spend a weekend together. All of the time. Just the two of you. Be sure of him. When you return, you can look me honestly in the eye and say, you can entrust Robin's life with him. I'll be on the next plane out of here.
I can say that now, Robert.
Yeah, but do you believe it? Don't think of yourself. Just think of Robin. Her future. Are you prepared to entrust that to Duke Lavery? I can't believe you don't have any doubts about this man. He has connections with an organization that doesn't allow any of its members to leave. Not alive, anyway.
You've got concrete evidence on him, haven't you? Or else you wouldn't be carrying on like this.
Do you remember that name I gave you, Lorleen?
What about it?
I've narrowed it down to Canada. It's the reason the Duke never needed a passport to go up there. WSB's checking on it for me now.
What does it mean, Robert?
You better ask Duke that. But when you do, watch his eyes. And Anna, whatever you do, don't allow Duke to do to you what you did to me. Close my mind to reality. Because I loved you too much.